Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. We're going to do a pick a card reading today. So I don't know what they are, but we're going to have this one, which is a pink one. I'll put it through as pink. We'll have this one, which is orange, or we'll have the blue-green card. So choose whichever one. You could pause the video to take your time to decide which one, but we'll start off with the pink card. So for those who chose the pink card, we have ask help from others. Ask help from others. Now, this could be the universe you're connecting in with. You could be asking spirit. If you don't ask spirit to come into your life and guide you, they will not intervene. So please connect with your angels and spirit here. Or it could be asking, obviously, friends or family here, bosses, to help you with this situation. So we'll just take some tarot and see what this is all about. Take some guidance. The Queen of Wands. King of Cups. Very mature energies here on the table. Two of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords. The overall central energy is the Five of Swords. Page of Wands. The beautiful Ace of Wands, new beginnings here. Tower moment. And the Seven of Wands. So we can see here why we're asking for support at this time. Now, there's obviously a tower moment that's happening. This will be different for everybody, obviously. Tower moments come when things are built on unstable foundations, when things are not going to stand the test of time, and when the universe is deciding that you need to move on from a certain situation, person, opportunity, whatever it may be. Whatever you're investing your time and energies into needs to be looked at here. Now, it can feel very as if the rug's been pulled from under your feet. But always remember, after the tower moment, always say comes the healing card. So this is a blessing in disguise. It might not feel like that for a lot of you, but that's what this is. This is the universe and spirit protecting you from going further down a path that was not meant to be. Now, what we have here is there can be, for some people here, deception, lies, treachery, whatever it may be. Anything that's made you feel uncomfortable here, somebody that's done you wrong, an environment that's not sitting well with you, it's time to look at that. So always remember that there's things we can take away from these types of situations. You can see him taking these swords and walking away. Now, this could be you, or this could be somebody that's done this to you. But there's a way of looking at this that could be beneficial. And I know that's hard to hear because swords are, you're looking back and walking away there. You can see the person doing this. But the point is that you're walking away. So we need to get support. There's no harm here in asking for support at this time and being around the right people, especially if you're going through a tower moment at this time, people that care for you. Now, the overall central energy here is the Five of Swords. Now, again, mental energy. This really is about finding that middle path so you can move on. So you might come out of this feeling as if you've been cheated. It can be like winning the battle but not the war. There's things you might have to leave behind. Don't let your ego get in the road of this. Don't let your pride get in the road of this. The overall central energy for this is that change needs to come. So we might need to be flexible here as well. Compromising is not giving in. It's looking at a situation from a perspective that would benefit you the most. So this middle ground has to be found. So it can be quite upsetting, definitely. But you're coming away with what matters here and you're releasing yourself after this tower moment. Now, it can be here that you've been taking on too much here. This is where support from other people could help. If you've been overworked and somebody's, taking the mick out you in that sense, then you need to be looking at that. So a work-life balance would definitely help here. If you're paying for everything and somebody's, I'm just giving you examples here. If you're paying for things and somebody's not paying their way, then it needs to be looked at. Again, this can cause problems, obviously, because pentacles are to do with your environments, finances, jobs, relationships, all that type of thing. If there's somebody deceptive in your life, then you need to find that middle path and move away from that energy as well. So don't be taking everything on yourself. Don't feel overwhelmed by this. There is a way forward. Your intuition will guide you, and spirit will guide you. And if you need to get advice from people, then there's no harm in doing that either. So, it could be different types of advice. But because we're asking for help from others here, it could be professional advice, or legal advice of any kind. So we need to really look at this and weigh this up. And when we release ourselves and find that middle ground and listen to our intuition, we start to get inspired to go down a new path, and new opportunities will start to come in. You'll start to get passionate about life again. You'll start to see the way forward here. Your mojo will come back. You're getting the opportunity here to make room for things that are meant to be, because whatever's gone here was draining you. You weren't passionate about it. You weren't enthusiastic about it. So this is what we should be doing in life. We should be enjoying everything we're putting our energies into. So it's about having that ideas and being open to new opportunities, to enjoy life and get creative again. Start to see a way forward here. Now, this here is about standing your ground. It's about trusting and believing in your ability here to do whatever's needed to follow your dreams, really, your inspired path. So what we're doing here is we could be standing up for ourselves, we could be speaking up for ourselves, but as long as you're passionate about what you're talking about, investing your time in, you're going towards, you have the upper hand, because people start to show up, the right people start to show up to help you here. So don't be frightened to speak up or defend yourself or stand your ground over the decisions that you're making through weighing the things up that are necessary here to move on. And what happens here is we start to get creative. We start to get emotionally stable. We start to feel secure again. Now, this is being passionate. And when you're passionate about what you're investing in, you give off that energy, you start to attract in all the right people. Now, somebody could be seeing you as an attractive prospect for romance, if that's what you're looking for here, a new relationship. It could be a new job, a new partnership, a new place on a, college course, whatever this is, a new home, roommate, whatever. But you start to, when you're in this beautiful energy here, then you start to become a very attractive prospect for people on the outside world. And this is you gaining your emotional stability back, making stable emotional decisions in relation to your own situation. So finding that happiness again after being through a tower moment. Now, this can be people that come in as well to help you. So you want to have people, this could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. It doesn't have to be, but it can be somebody who really cares for you, who's mature, emotionally stable, and is ready to support you in this time. It could be a good friend, family member, good boss, good teacher, whatever it may be. And this could also be you being attracted to someone else because you're emotionally stable and you're in that beautiful place where you can open up to new ideas. So let me just give you a divine direction card, a couple of these to end the reading. There we go. Clearing. Remove energy blockages by clearing out unwanted emotional and material clutter. And that's what this tower moment is about. It's exactly what the tower moment is about, to make room for new things. So finding that middle path, remember, is one way of going forward to do that. Love. It's the right time for you to experience a loving, committed relationship. Enjoy it. And that's what I said here. Somebody, if it's romance you're wanting, you're releasing yourself, it's time to move on to new pastures in that sense. So I hope that this helps. Pile 1, we'll just clear this away, and then I will do pile 2. When I'm saying pile 2, the orange cards. We'll pop these in here. There we go. Rid of that. And what we have for the orange is composure. Now, this is about grounding yourself. It's about aligning your chakras. It's about taking time out. It's about quietness. It's about releasing things and feeling at one with yourself and your environment. So take time out. Do something you enjoy here. Take a walk in nature. Take a bath. Meditate. Whatever it is you do here to ground yourself, because it's highly important here that happens. Now we'll just take some spiritual guidance. Please show me clearly. 6 of Swords, forward movement. Sixes are good, they're forward movement. Again, forward movement, the Chariot card. That's Cancer energy. The Queen of Swords, mature energy again. The Eight of Swords, it's all mental energy there. The Hanged Man is the overall central energy. The Emperor, which is Aries energy. The Page of Pentacles. The beautiful Queen of Cups. And the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. So what we've got here is the overall central energy for this reading is the Hanged Man. And next to the Hanged Man, we have the Eight of Swords. Now, this is you overthinking things. You're getting in your own road here. You're not able to connect in with your intuition. This is why the universe is telling you, or Spirit is telling you here, that you need to take some time out and relax. Because when we're in this energy, we cannot connect in with Spirit. We can't connect in with intuition. We're going round and round in our head. And that is what keeps you stuck. Now, it could be something you've been in for a long time. You could have been in this situation because there was lessons to be learned for you personally. But this is how your perception of things, your perception of the situation, whatever this is that you're dealing with, needs to change. So there can be epiphany moments here if you let if you compose yourself, get at peace with yourself, connect in with your intuition and spirit and ground yourself. There could be epiphany moments, light bulb moments where you see the way forward here because you're having to move on from something. Always remember that nothing is wasted. You've educated yourself in something here and you've gained a lot of wisdom through being in this position. And it can feel stuck, but it will feel stuck if you're overthinking it. Now, this really is about going towards your heart, the heart's desire, doing what's right for you here. And this Queen of Cups is a very intuitive queen. So again, we're back to using your intuition and connecting in with your heart. Now, this could be somebody who helps you out. It's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, somebody who's very kind that comes forward to support you at this time. So good friend, mother, sister, family member, whatever it may be. But we really need to be listening to our intuition here and not our head. And we need to align with ourselves. Our head and our heart need to come into balance if we want to move forward. And when we do that, we start to move. We start to get the mental clarity we need. So all this choppiness in your head, all this overthinking, not being able to see clearly, you will start to come out of that because you are composing yourself. You're at one with yourself. You're settling down mentally and you start to move forward. And we don't have all the answers, definitely not. The moon's in the background, so don't worry about that. We don't have to have all the answers to everything right now. No one does. The moon itself will start to turn into the sun and you will become even more enlightened in how you want to go forward. Now, this really is about decisions that really have to be made. And the Queen of Swords is someone who is intellectual. They don't come from an emotional place particularly, but they see very, very clearly about the way they want to go down. Now, this decision could be affecting to do with your traditional values if you're not in something that sits well with you. It can be an education card. You can be learning something new. It can be that you're going into another company, for example, because this can be big conglomerates as well. But this really is about you understanding that what you've been doing here when you've been stuck is that this is all part of your spiritual journey. And as long as you're your true authentic self and you're connecting in with your heart and your intuition, you will be able to make these decisions and move forward. This could be getting advice from somebody who's a sage type person as well, who's very wise. Okay, so this is about you making these decisions to cut people and situations out of your life that no longer serve you. And when you make these decisions, you do not go back. So it's a very decisive, clear-cut energy, and it comes from a really intelligent place. So please use the lessons you've learned here to make wise decisions for yourself here, because you need to make these decisions to go forward. And what happens with this is it puts you back in the driving seat. So you're taking control of something here. Now, this could be moving away from somebody who is controlling. So a controlling boss, a controlling partner, because this can be the singles card. So it could be the divorce card, or it could be you separating yourself from someone who's controlling in your life. And you've learned they don't have your values. You know, that you're not on the same page as this person. Your boundaries when it comes to your values are being challenged. So this is highly important that we understand that as well. But this really is about you getting into the driving seat to build something great for yourself, being disciplined, committed to build an empire. So you've got the ability to do this if you don't overthink this and you look at something from a totally different perspective. So it can be that we have to think about, the blessings we have in our life and not what we've not got in our life. It's that type of energy. And what happens is you can start to research things. You can start to look at courses. You can start to educate yourself in something new here. Gather the information that you need here to go forward, to start to progress and build the stability you need. Now, pentacles are to do with money, finances, relationships, jobs, environments, anything that's tangible in your life here. And what this message is about you taking control. This is what could change things for you, taking this control back, learning from what you have, looking at this from a different perspective, seeing it as a spiritual journey, most definitely, an expansion of your soul experiences. And when you do that, you'll move forward very, very quickly. And you can see no reins on this chariot because you don't need them, because you've made your decisions, you've done your research, you're taking control, you've grounded yourself, you can see clearly the path you need to go down. So it's a beautiful energy to release here. Definitely release. Now we'll just take a couple of these divine direction cards to help you go forward. Heal. Heal. You are a natural gift. You have a natural gift for healing through your hands, words, or actions. Now, it can be that you need to heal, or it can be that you release. Remember, when you're making the right decisions for yourself, you're making the right decisions for others. So if you're in a situation that's not working, for example, a relationship, if you decide to leave that relationship, that's doing someone else a favour so they can go on and meet someone that's better suited to them. So focus, focus. You're in a need of a clear direction. Decide what you want in life. That's absolutely true. We need to take control of this situation now. I hope this helps. If it does, please like, share and subscribe. Now I'm going to do the next one. I'll just get rid of these off the table. I'll put these cards back. Put these in. There we go. Give them a wee shuffle. Okay. Now this is for the blue and greens. Career. Now this is to do with your career. So your work, something you might be starting up yourself, a wee sideline. It could be anything. So let's have a look. Let's get the guidance to show me clearly. Judgment. Major Arcana card. The angels are connecting in with you or trying to. The Five of Swords. The Page of Swords. The beautiful Queen of Pentacles. Mature energy there. The overall central energy is the Two of Wands, so that's choices here. The Nine of Swords. Worry. The Knight of Swords. Forward movement. Knights are forward movement. The Lover's card, which is Gemini energy, which is about choices. So we have two cards here of choices. I'll show you in a minute. And the Eight of Pentacles. Now, the overall central energy here, if I can just show you this. Fives of change that need to be made. Decisions that need to be made. And choices that need to be made to get onto a better path. So I'm just going to show that before we start, because what we're going to start with is this card here. The Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Swords, I beg your pardon. The Nine of Swords is a worry card, anxiety. Now, this could be sleepless nights. There's different degrees of this for everybody. This really, we need to let this energy go. So this is in relation to work. So we're talking about jobs that stress you out, jobs that you don't like doing. This is about your career, remember. So we need to make wise decisions. There's a little oil in here. We need to release this worry and we need to start getting wise about the choices that we're making, because we won't be able to connect in with any of our intuition. We won't be able to make clear-headed decisions as long as we're in with this energy. Now, Spirit is aware of this and the angels are aware of this because we've got the Judgment card. That's the first card out on the table. And the Judgment card here is the angels are trying to connect in with you for you to make a decision to release yourself from something. Now, in the traditional tarot deck, we see the people in the coffins and they make this decision and they rise up and it frees them from something. So we either need to be looking at this from a different perspective to free yourself from this mental energy, or we need to release ourselves from the job that we're doing that's causing this, whatever's causing this mental energy. Now, it could be the environment, it could be a person in the environment, I don't know. But whatever's causing this, we need to make a judgment call with regards to it. And the angels will support you to do this. They're trying to get you to do this. Now, what we need to be doing is, when we release this, we'll start to get a bit of clarity here. Now, pages are the start of mental clarity. Swords are about mental energies. This is you starting to see the way forward. Now, if you think about the 10 of Swords, right, that is having enough of the mental anguish, the backstabbing, whatever it represents. If you take the 9 and we take this sword, which is the last thing you need to do, you get the 10. So it's about saying, I've had enough now. I'm going to think about this. I'm starting to think clearly. I need to think clearly about the way I'm going to go forward with regards to this job, environment, people around me in my workplace, whatever this may be. Because the overall central energy for this is the 2 of Wands. And Spirit here is reminding you that you should be passionate about what you're investing your time into. So we need to make a choice here to get onto a path that we enjoy. Now, when we're enjoying life and we're passionate about what we're doing for our jobs, our careers, our environments, we will get through these hills. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you will be successful. So choices, decisions, judgment calls need to be made here so that you can go forward towards a more fruitful and prosperous path. Now, for this to happen, we need to make changes. And again, we've got swords here. This here is about finding that middle path. Now, this can be very difficult because you can be walking away from somewhere where you feel you've got the skills to do the job, but there's no, for example, promotion, or you're not being appreciated, or your efforts are not being appreciated within a team. You're being overlooked. You've got a boss that doesn't appreciate you, whatever this may be for you. Because this is about somebody who's focused, who's got the skills and is focusing and can put the work in. So what you might be doing here is you might have to take your skills elsewhere. And that can feel quite as if you've won the battle and not the war. But this is important that you bring the changes in. So it might be that you didn't get promotion here, it didn't work out. So you might have to take a course here and expand your skills to make you more eligible for that type of situation. So I'm just giving you examples. I don't know what it will be for everybody. It can be that your job's maybe not paying you enough money. So you maybe need to look for another one. Even although, you've worked hard at this, you might need to get another job as well. 2 jobs, I don't know. But I'm just giving you examples. The middle path needs to be found. Things aren't working out the way you would like. And this can be difficult, but you have got the skills to sort this. It's about being focused and working on things, finding that middle path, being flexible. It can be that you might be asked to do something that you're not sure of. It's about being flexible. It's about finding compromise. There might be changes coming in that are just worrying you here. You have to make a judgment call about that. Companies change all the time. The company I work for can be a nightmare. It can feel as if you're out your depth. But these are choices that you have to make, and it's the middle path you need to find that's right for you. And it might be that you need to bring in change, most definitely. You can feel as if you're thrown in the towel, you've won the battle but not the war. But the middle path that suits you to release you from all this worry and stress is definitely more important in this case. Now, once we've done that, we can start to move forward. We've made our choice. We've got our ideas. We're starting to see clearly now. We've let go of the worry and we're moving forward towards enlightenment. And this can be somebody bringing you information as well. It could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. They bring you information or you gather information for clarity here. But this person is going to enlighten you in some way. So always remember that there's people out there, there's opportunities out there. You don't have to be stuck in something that's driving you round the bend. Because what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to enjoy life and we're wanting to feel secure in our environments. We're wanting to feel appreciated, secure, and we're wanting to be able to bring in our home comforts. Now, this Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's focused on this pentacle, and this person here is focused on their pentacles. So it's about focusing on things and working on it to better yourself. So like I say, if you're not being appreciated, if you're not getting out of it what you want, if things are going haywire here, then we need to think about your future and your security and take your skills to somewhere where you can build something secure and feel at peace with yourself. Now, this could be somebody that comes in as well if you're looking for new jobs or, you're looking for a new direction, joining in a new department or expanding your skills. This could be somebody who comes in, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, who helps you to you know, and works with you here to enable you to improve your situation, most definitely. Okay, so there is decisions needing to be made, middle paths needing to be found. We need to let go of the worry, and we need to really get focused on how we're going to go forward for the future here. We'll take a couple of these divine direction cards. Career. Oh my goodness, career again. It's time to add extra energy to your career area and maybe try something new. It can't get any clearer, eh? Heal. You have a natural gift for healing through your hands, words, and actions. Now, it might be that you need to heal, but you might be coming up with something that could help others as well. Well, I hope this helps. If it does, please like, share, and subscribe. If it doesn't, there's other videos on the channel that might suit you better. Thank you now. Bye-bye.